Good morning.
Good morning, Stu.
You have a few more signed up this morning that aren't here just yet, so we'll just be over the next couple of minutes if they arrive. We do have to get started rather quickly. Again, we've got a lot of work to pack in the 60 minutes, so I want to make sure we get started on time. So I'm going to try and get started here within the next 4 to 5 minutes, which would be 6:35, 6:36, just so we know. We're in for this morning's 4 by 10. I believe we're looking at 4 10-minute pieces. Kind of the opposite of what we did earlier this week, where we packed in a lot of intensity. These ones will add up quickly, though, as we know, because we're going to progress through the ratings. Stroke rating for these, we're going to go 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes on all of them. So 4, 3, 2, 1. And our ratings for these are going to be, I believe, 16, 18, 20, 22. So week 2, live 2, right? Yep. 4 by 10-minute steady state, 3 minutes rest in between, 16, 18, 20, 22. All programmed at about 75% SPI. So 72 to 79, but it's programmed at 75. Again, the rating will progress. The rating will not go any higher than that 22 throughout all 4 of them. Maximum rest in between is 4 minutes, but we're going to try and keep it closer to 3. Just want to make sure, again, that's going to pretty much put us right on time. So I don't have anyone else hopping in the session just yet. So if no one else joins us, we'll be looking to get started in the next 2 minutes. All right. Week 2, live 2, 4 by 10, steady state. It is steady state, but again, as the rating progresses, it'll feel a little bit more challenging than steady state.
I don't like this light. I feel like I'm in a spotlight.
It looks like it.
Oh, you can hear me? Didn't know I wasn't muted. It looks like it, right? I'm like blinded here.
Yeah. If I turn on one more light in front of me, it gets a little spotlight. I unscrew a light. Look at that.
Yeah,
That is
exactly.
Yikes. Yeah, so looking through, we had some rowers run this last night. I always kind of like to see where they finished in terms of their percentage. 76%, 83%. Somebody was feeling strong. 70%. So just take it a little conservative in the beginning. 70%. So what I noticed in the ones that ran this last night, the 4 rowers that ran through this last night, anyone who finished under 70% started off pretty strong. So I'm just going to recommend, take it a little conservative, start off at like that 72 to 73%. If we're feeling good, we can move up to the 79 as we get through the pieces. But early on, just start down low, and we'll take it from there. All right, let's go ahead and get moved over if we're not there already. I'm going to go ahead and start looking for you at the starting line. Laura, you are there. Ashton, you were there. Amanda, you were there. So we have all 3 of you here at the line. If I do have anybody pop in here in the next minute or so before we get started, I will sort of talk to them separately. But just so you know what's up, jumping in first 4 minutes, 16. All right. I have the target watts here. Laura, 105, Ashton, 126. You're probably going to be a little higher than that. Amanda, 102. You should be able to see that on your end as well. Good. Going to settle in. 10 minutes. Let's pick up the handles and sit ready. You are muted now. And you are darker now. That. Sitting in nice and tall, ready. All go. As always, in the beginning, focusing on length, hips and hamstrings, hips and hamstrings. It's early. We're going to be tight. Let's find the rating, settle in. Let's settle in long at that 16. Long at the 16. Let's work to hit those targets. Working to hit those targets here. Relaxing as much as we can. You can open the body up a little bit more, Ashton, if you feel comfortable with it. It's completely up to you. But if you can lean back a little bit more, probably feel like we're going to get more length out of you there. You can't reach any further to the catch. You're already there pretty much. So we're just going to, nice little lay back. There you go. Little 154 out of you there. Amanda 145, Laura 142 on that drive length. So again, using the length, staying long and relaxing as much as possible. Just stay plugged into the feet, pressing from the hips, just not overloading anything. We don't want to see anything in the 80% there. So we're a little bit high, Amanda, but again, the SPI might be not so accurate. We'll see. We'll see how we progress. So let's remember what we talked about last time in terms of where we have the opportunity to find that drive length, whether it's the catch or the finish. We'll sort of switch the focus throughout the morning. Big push and big swing. Let's think about the shoulders, stand long, loose, and relaxed. Everybody's up in that 80% here. I think we're still remembering Tuesday's workout. Remember, Tuesday's workout was 100% intensity. Remember the steady state part at the end of Tuesday's workout was about dropping the intensity and keeping the length. Let's take that focus now. Let's take that focus now. Earlier this week, we ran some high intensity, low rate pieces. At the end, we shifted the focus, right? The challenge, the game, the goal was to lighten that load in SPI without losing any of that drive length. And I can see you guys focusing on that now. I'm seeing some lower percentages out of us. That's good, but let's keep it consistent. Steady, consistent, chin up, chest up, head high. We're going to get fully compressed up there, Laura. We like to see those shins getting vertical. It might require lifting the heels up just slightly. The 148 on the drive length there, Laura. Good work. Amanda, under 1.4 now. Under 1.4. Let's focus the catches. Catches, knees down, hips back, more body angle. Elbows, focus on the elbows to the finish, accelerating through the finish, through the finish. No broken wrists, right? Anytime we see broken wrists pulling up high into the body, we're losing connection there. Focus on getting the elbows back behind us. Loosen it up there. Ashkin at the 1.5, over a 1.5 on that drive length. Amanda 1.48. That's a good sign. We went from a 4.8 to a 1.3. All right. So just focus on what that feels like as we shift the rating to an 18. We're moving to an 18 now. Focus on the breathing. Focus on the breathing. Head high, chin up on both ends of the stroke there, Ashkin. Catch and finish. Mostly at the finish, I want to see your neck, head high, shoulders relaxed. Good. Good. Breathing here, breathing through. We're approaching that halfway point. Coming into that halfway point. Again, the entire goal here is to maintain our length. Tap it along to feel easy. Amanda, you're at 91% on that SPI. I just don't want it to catch up too much too soon. Making sure, checking those elbows, making sure they're slightly bent. We're relaxed. Little reminder, Laura, relax around that finish. Remember, keep that finish nice and relaxed. As soon as we get there, loosen up the neck, arms, and shoulders. Hips away from the heels now. Hips away from the heels, except for you, Laura. I know I gave you that reminder of getting those shins vertical. But for Ashkin, keeping those hips behind us. Let's focus on that time from body into the catch. Focus on that time from body into the catch. Don't want you to feel like anything is rushed. We don't want to rush into or out of that catch. Relax and patient and change direction. Breathe in here, keeping that chin down as we push there, Amanda. Not lifting the body off the catch. Remember, driving the quads away from the body. Leg pressing away, leg pressing away. Once we get a hold of it, make sure we hang on to it, feeling the load in the handle all the way through into that finish, coming into that 3-minute mark. We're approaching 3 minutes left. As we know, this is when it really begins to add up, so efficiency is key. Ashton, you're about 10 seconds ahead of us, so you're going to begin making that move now. We're going to a 20. We're going to a 20. Amanda, you can go with them if you want. Only 10 seconds apart here. We're shifting into that 20 there, ladies and gents. Here we go. 7-minute mark. As we shift the rating, check the form, check the length. Head high, arms long, and relaxing. A little more step to that catch, right? A little less time afforded. Watch that 21. Get that 20 now. Find that 20 there, Laura. Find that 20. You're already fast enough out of the catch. It's around that back end. I'll spend a little bit less time at that finish. Just a little bit less. I still like to see that nice solid stop. We're relaxing before we're recovering. We're coming into 2 minutes left there. Coming into 2 minutes left. Watts up. There we go. Find that SPI there, Ashkin. Find that at 158. Finding that 158. Nice work there, rowers. Nice work. Relaxing and relaxing. Don't push that SPI up too high here. Don't get those watts up too high too early. Conservative, conservative. Remember, starting off easier. Chin up at that finish, chin up at the finish, chin up. I want to see your neck. $90 there, Ashton. 90 seconds, Amanda. Laura. Here we go as we come into that final minute. We're going to take the rating up. We're going to take it to that 22, but I want you to keep it easy. I do not want to see the SPI up over that 80% now. Find the 22 there, Ashton. On the catch. Step out of the catch. As soon as you get there, get out. As soon as you get there, get out. Good. That 22's got a little bit of tempo to it. A little bit of tempo to it. To keep it light on the change in directions there, Laura. Not really slamming anything. Get a hold of it, send it to the finish now. 1-3 on the drive length, Amanda. Get out there. Mouths are open and we're breathing. Mouths are open and we're breathing as we're coming into the final 20, 30 seconds. Make sure we keep on moving and paddling it out there as we finish through here. There we go, Ashton. Last couple strokes there, Laura, Amanda. Paddle. Let's paddle. Paddling it out here for just a few more seconds, a few more strokes, and then you can go handle down. If we'd like, we can go handle down. Laura, have you changed anything with the way you're rowing? Or not really?
Well, obviously, I think I have because my drive length is terrible.
Are you actively keeping your heels down at the catch?
I'm trying to think about that.
But are you
Yeah.
keeping them down? Like, are you
Like
actively?
the whole time.
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
is that like what I'm asking? Are you trying to not lift the heels as you come into the catch? That's what I want to know.
No, I'm lifting them a little bit.
Go
And
further.
then as I, you know,
Can you go further up to the catch? Can you
am
get
at
the
the
heels
catch.
off? Can you get the heels off higher as you get into the catch?
I'll try that because something's off.
Yeah, it seems to me you're not sliding all the way. You've got this much room between the seat and your heels. I want less. I want you to get more compressed.
Okay. Okay.
And don't
I'll
like
try that.
you're kind of getting up there. You're looking good. Like your form and your angles and everything are fine. It just looks like as soon as the heels are about to lift, we just fire the legs down instead of allowing them to lift a little bit and then putting them down. So like let those shins get all the way to vertical. Let them get all the way to
Okay.
vertical. I want you to slide further up the slide on this next one.
Okay. Okay, I'll try that.
We'll see what happens. Yeah,
Thank
let the
you.
heels come off and get up to the catch. That's all.
Okay, will do. Thank you.
Hey, Steven,
Yeah.
do you mean that the shin becomes like this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Vertical shins. That's okay. So Laura's not quite far enough. And I'm asking you and Amanda to keep them further back a little bit, only because that will allow you to get more angle forward. So
Okay.
if our hips and heels get too close together, I'm going to be more upright because I can compress this space down here. But if
Okay.
I scoot the hips back further, it's gonna feel like I'm not sliding up as much because you are. But that hips back is going to allow the upper body to get more forward. And that's how we get length at the catch. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. I thought it's, you mean vertical?
What's that?
So I thought that vertical means that, you know, the vertical angle between your leg and femur.
No.
No, so I want
No.
the shins actually vertical at the catch. Yeah, straight up and
Okay,
down.
done.
So it's like if you go too far, you're at 1 o'clock. Laura's not going far enough. She's at 11 o'clock. We're trying to get all you guys at 12. About there, okay? Like give or take if I had to be, you know. All right, we're over the rest, so we're gonna get our feet strapped in and go. Take a deep breath. Let's learn from that last one in terms of reassessing our intensity, okay? Let's go ahead and sit ready. 16, so we're repeating. Let's go ahead and push the button. Ready, all. Rope. There you go, Laura. That's good. So just keep thinking compress, 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 compress. Everyone's a little bit different. Some people can like really get squished up into the catch. Some people don't have that ability. So it's really, really important to understand that it's not going to be the same for everyone, right? Like I want Laura to slide further. Aspen, I want you doing the opposite, right? So think about that. And it's where our hips are and how far we're sliding up that affects our body angle, you know, our upper body. Where we put the hips limits where we can put the upper body. So we're on that 16, settled right in, settled right in. Everybody's looking for the long strokes. Number of variables here. How far we're reaching, the body angle through the hips. Long and loose through the arms, long and loose through the arms. We can afford a couple more centimeters by getting loose through the shoulders, relaxing the shoulder blades, loose and long through the lats. Chin up, chin up, chin up. Let's get taller. Let's lengthen that spine. Keep that chest up, keeping the head high. Use something as a reference point. Use something as a reference point. Use that monitor. Eyes up on the top of that screen. Relaxing the shoulders down away from the ears as we drive there, Laura. One steady amount of pressure, catching down to the feet. One consistent amount of pressure. Keep the arms long as we push. I almost want you to feel like we're stretching the lats out as we push the feet away. That's where we're getting connected and getting loaded. I want you to feel that the lats are getting stretched out as we drive through the heels, drive through the feet. Keep the arms long as we can. It's almost like we draw the arms in late, right? Because we're trying to stay on that drive as long as possible. The 148 out of there, Amanda. Chin up at that finish, chin up, chin up. It's almost like we can get that head back behind us a little bit as we complete the stroke. Chin up, head back, heads high. All three of you took that last stroke at 148. Let's get back out. Full compression there, Laura. Rock up under the balls of your feet just a little bit as we come in and out of that catch. And we're rowing in over the next couple of strokes. Over the next couple of strokes, we're rowing into that new rating as an 18. Remember, everything's horizontal. We're not lifting the body up off of the legs here. Everything's driving, pushing down to the feet, leveraging off the foot stretcher, getting connected to the catch. Starting to see a few bits of longer strokes out of all of you. Good work. And again, let's make sure that the posture up, chin up, chest up, those hips are back. Finding that 18. Everyone's right on target there. Watching that SPI, not overdoing it, not overdoing it. I saw those heart rates creep up in that last one. Let's manage our breathing to try and fight that. You can do a lot with it. Breathing, Ashkin, Amanda, settling that heart rate down. Chin up, chest up here. Shake out those shoulders and necks now. Constant force. We're pushing down from the balls of the feet down to the heels. We're pushing off of the whole foot. It's a leg press off of the catch. Keep the upper body long and out of the way. Staying out of the way with that upper body. Breathe, breathe, breathe on the way in there, Ashkin. Breathing and controlling. I'm seeing that heart rate climb. You're working harder with that shorter drive, right? We're running a shorter drive here, so we're using more force than we might be used to, which is going to add up on that heart rate. We know those last 3 minutes are coming in. Relax, relax down into the 70s now. 70% here. Pull those hips back behind us as we slide into the catch. Make sure we're reaching. Nice work, rowers. I'm liking where everyone's at. Everyone's right on that mid 70% here. 75% on that SPI. No higher, no lower. No higher, no lower. I don't want to see any more 80s. I got to see that control. Show me the control as we come in. We're coming into our next shift, which means we're coming into 3 minutes left. Last 3 minutes. We know it's going to add up. We're looking at 70 to 75% on the SPI. I'd like to see no watts higher than your target. Here we go, moving the rating to the 20. Moving to the 20. Let's take it to the 20. Ashkin, nothing above 158. Let's see it. Let's see it. Amanda, 128. Laura, 131. Let's find the watts at the 20. Find the watts at the 20. Maximizing our length so we can minimize the force. Keep it down and long. Loose, long, and relaxed where we can. 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes. Keep focusing on the breathing. Keep focusing on the breathing. Heart rates haven't really moved too much over the last minute. They're going to begin moving over the next 2 minutes. Let's breathe to fight it. Let's breathe to fight it off. Strong finish, Ashkin. Just accelerate. Don't squeeze. Don't muscle through the back end. Just accelerate. Accelerate the shoulders and the elbows through that window behind you. Load the feet, send the body. Good. SPI went up with the added length there, Ashkin, but keep the intensity down. Long, less intensity. 90 seconds, rowers. There's that heart rate. There's that heart rate. Chin up and breathe. Chin up and breathe. There we go. It's moving. It's moving there. All three of you, heart rate starting to move. That is by design coming into this final minute. We knew this last 3 minutes always gets challenging. Breathe, sit up. Breathe and sit up. Stand long, stand long. To the finish, to the finish, to the finish. Everybody focus on the back end now. We're focusing on the finish over this last minute. 22 strokes a minute. We're in the final minute. Everybody send it to the finish. Send it to the body. Full compression, Laura, full compression. Get up there, get up there. Body over. Keep pivoting as we slide. Thirty seconds, rower, stay loose. 30 seconds, stay loose. Nice work, staying on it, staying on it. Length to the finish, 15 to 20 seconds. 15 to 20 seconds, we're coming in the last 5-6 strokes. Chin up. Swing to the finish, shoulders and elbows. Complete the stroke, show me the finish. At all. Nice job, y'all. Nice work. We can go handles down if you'd like. About 90 seconds here on the rest, about 90 seconds.
Steven, the thing about this drive length that is like driving me crazy is that it doesn't really correspond to my feeling of how good of a drive I have. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Sometimes I feel like connection from the beginning all the way to the end, but it comes up to 138. And then one time I feel like I did a crappy job and it's like 148, 150 something, you know?
You know, I think Laura is probably over there in Louisiana nodding her head, feeling the same darn thing. And I gotta be honest with you, all three of you, this is not like you're not alone. Laura,
Yeah.
you're running out 148s. Her average on all of these 4140 3837 40 414040. She's normally 148. You're over 151 pretty regularly.
Yeah.
And even Amanda, I mean, 4041 3837 393937. Like all three of us. Now, I'm not gonna say it's the workout, but you guys were all of you were there on Tuesday where we did 20 sprints. We did 20 full on intervals. All three of
Yeah.
us short. today. Laura, what
Yeah.
do you?
Yeah, I think maybe it depends on what I do the day before. Like I did some weights and some leg stuff and I may be tired. I don't know,
Yeah,
or stiff.
all the numbers are
So,
showing that on all ends, just so you know, like Laura, Ash, and Amanda, all three of you. And we're also pushing pretty high, like the SPI percentages, like Amanda, you're up in the 80s, you're pushing. But I mean,
But
I think all the numbers are adding up to, I think we might be a little tight and tired, straight up.
yeah,
Tired, I think you might be. Ashkin, are your shoes all the way down on the
yeah. Yeah. And I brought up my SPI to 10.5, and that's kind of like, I think I'm doing more than what I used to do, way more, because it was 9.5. Yeah.
You are, and with a shorter drive length, you're having to work harder to achieve that higher target. So
Yeah.
I say, don't basically, I'm going to keep reminding all of you as always, and keep working at it, but don't let it frustrate you. Like let's row through these next two pieces, and like if it's a trend, if I start seeing it again on Friday, Saturday, and next week, then we'll revisit it. But it's once off that we did 20 interval pieces on Tuesday morning. And if you did anything yesterday, if you worked, like we might be feeling it. So let's see how it plays out. And again, if we start to see this on a regular basis, we will absolutely look to address it. But knowing it's a once-off thing, I'm definitely not too concerned. Let's go ahead and push those buttons and sit ready, though, because I let you get a little bit too much rest. You guys did that on purpose, didn't you? Just kidding. Just kidding. You know how to distract the coach. Here we go. You know where we're going, rower. 16 strokes a minute. Ready, y'all. Rope. And we'll talk about that. We'll talk about this for the first 4 minutes, just the first section while we're down low at that 16. So settle in long and loose. Again, we're limited by a number of things, right? We're limited by our flexibility. That's one thing. Okay. But like your mobility as well. Some of us have stiff ankles and knees. That is going to make it really difficult to get fully compressed, if you will. So if we're feeling anything tight, right? Think about all the joints involved, especially when we're talking about getting to the catch. Ankles, knees, and hips. How many of us stretched every day, Tuesday, Wednesday, between then and now? Probably not enough of us, right? If I just had to go on the average, I mean, I'm guilty of it. I've run 20 miles this week. I've stretched once. So these things all add up, right? If we're feeling tight, if you get to the catch and you feel like you kind of have to hold your breath because you're squished up into a ball, these are things that we can sort of work towards off the erg as well. We're sitting up, stretching, reaching for the toes, doing the calf stretch, stretching your Achilles, all these things. So let's just focus on the position of the hips on the seat right now. I want everybody to make sure we're sitting on the front edge of the seat, sitting on your sit bones, right? As we rock to body over, sit over on the sit bones, stick the hips out behind you, pull a Beyonce, stick your booty out. Soften the knees a little bit, bend the knees a little bit as we stick our butts out. Show me that finish, Amanda. Crisp, clean. I want to see it. I want to know exactly where that stroke ends. Whip it back strong and crisp. Pick it, send, and exhale as we arrive to that finish. At two to three strokes in a row with that 148 there, Laura. There we go. Starting to see some longer strokes there, Laura. It's varying, right? We see it bouncing around a little bit, but that's all right. That's all right. Making subtle, small changes. Amanda, 145 on that drive length. Good. And again, subtle, small changes. That's a very, very important key point here. Don't make any drastic changes. I don't want you to change your stroke to stroke to stroke. And don't be holding to that number, right? Don't look at that drive length and let it be the only thing, even though it's all I'm seeing to be talking about this morning. Really about putting in the volume of strokes here also, right? We're practicing it, we're working on it, but we're just focusing a little bit on the breathing here. Keep the heart rates in control while we have the long recovery. Lift that head nice and high. We're tall, we're tall, we're tall. Set the hips back, control the slide on the way in. Set the hips back, control on the way in. We see that rating shift. The rating shifts. We're up. We're not changing anything about the catch to finish. Plant the feet, plant the heels, drop the heels, and go. Hands high on the 18 as we arrive into that catch. Again, focusing on those hips and hammies now, hips and hamstrings. Pivot the hips back. Think about the chin and the hips. Get that head in front of the body now. Get the head and shoulders in front of the hips. Stretching, stretching, stretching. Reaching tall. Head high, arms long, right? Keep the posture with the chest up. Chest up in front of the hips. Get the length out of the arms. Keep up around that finish, that catch to finish there. Ashkin and Amanda working on match up the ends of the strokes now. Connect to the swing. Connect to the swing. Chin up at that finish they're asking. Chin up. Good work there, Laura. Lift those heels a little bit. Lift those heels all the way up to that catch. Focus on the breathing now. Focus on the breathing. Coming in, we're at that 4-minute mark. 4 minutes remaining. We have to focus on that breathing. Keep that intensity down. Long strokes, light intensity, not a lot of force here. Catch to finish, well connected here. Get the head and shoulders back into the finish a little bit more there, Ashton. Think about using the weight of your head and shoulders to accelerate back. Connect the hips and accelerate back. Swing that head back a little bit further. Play with it a little bit. Chin up, head back, chin up, head high. Bam. Push, swing. So get the head and shoulders in front of the hips on the way into the catch and through the leg drive, and then open the head and shoulders back into that finish. Load the hips, accelerate the bodies. Here we go, shifting the rate, 3-minute mark, right? I saw the heart rate start to move a little bit before that 3-minute mark this time. It was 3 minutes on the last one. Now we know we're in a critical time, crucial time here where we need to focus on our form and focus on the breathing. Chin up at that finish there, Ashton. Head back, head high. Completing the stroke there, Amanda. Elbows back through the drive. Send the handle through the finish. Full compression there, Laura. 2.5 minutes. Hips down the rail, hips down the rail. Show me your pockets. Tailbone down. Stick the butt out. Another minute down, we're breathing. Another minute down, we're breathing. Heart rates are moving. Mouths are open. Breathe, breathe, breathe here. Control it, control it. Use each other, Ashken and Amanda. Use each other. Timing those catches and finishes now. Pop, swing. Keeping up with each other. Pop to the swing. Coming into that 90-second mark. We're up in that heart rate, up in the 90% there. Ashken, Amanda, Laura, heart rates are moving with 90 seconds on. Let's stay committed. Let's stay committed. Legs down to the feet there, Ashken. Legs down, watts up. Those legs got it. Those legs got it. Use the legs in length. There we go. That long stroke, keep it long, keep them long, keep them long. Coming into a minute, I just want Ashken and Amanda vibe off each other, bounce off each other here, catch to finish. In that last minute, having a boatmate helps here. Laura, here we go, rowing it along together. Here we go, making that move. 22. We've got 22 strokes to our finish line. Focus on getting connected. Don't just get out of the catch quickly. Don't just step through and jump through. Get a hold of it. We've got to find the leverage off the handle. We've got to get connected. Heels, hips, and handle. Heels, hips, and handle, 35 seconds. Last 10 strokes, rowers. Twenty seconds here. Swing it to that finish, swing it to that finish. Big acceleration. Loaded hips, accelerate the bodies. Here we go, last couple. Nice job, y'all. As we catch our breath here, we do have our final piece ahead. You know, we know we're all rolling a little bit shorter. Ashken, I think one of the reasons we're getting worn out a bit more is that we're pretty inconsistent with the force, the drive that we're doing every stroke. So I think you're probably making changes to the intensity on every stroke that you're taking in order in an effort to affect drive length, instead of just focusing on getting a hold of it a little bit more at the catch or hanging on to it a little bit at the finish. And again, it's challenging. It's not easy. But the reason I say that, 2 minutes, rowers, if I go to the force on Amanda's, right? 78, 80, 76, 76, 77, 76, 76, 77, 77, 77. Laura, your force, 73, 76, 74, 74, 74, 73, 73, 76. So they're all very close to each other. Ashken, I go 89, 82, 78, 88, 88, 82, 77, 85, 81, 80, 71, 79. So that moving around a bit more, we've talked about this in the last couple camps. Consistency. If you're not consistent stroke to stroke, you end up using more energy because you're just going harder, lighter, harder, lighter. It's going to affect you more. So I want you to think as you're driving, don't ever go harder and heavier at any one point. Just focus on kind of, again, those ends of the stroke, catch and finish. Don't go out of your way. Don't go crazy trying to make this length any longer. All three of you, okay? We're moving on from that point, but consistent with the force you're putting on the machine. That's got to be your focus, all right? And I just noticed that because your heart rate's creeping a little higher than everyone else's a little sooner. A couple of reasons for that, but a major one is going to be the inconsistency with how hard we're pushing. So just another little thing. Here we go. It is time. We are going to finish 1 to 2 minutes behind schedule, which means we've got to get going now. Let's take a deep breath, deep breath. Sitting ready. Ready off. Rope. Last piece. Last piece. Focus on what it feels like. Focus on the quality. This is not a pass fail here. We're only in week 2 of training. We're only in week 2. I don't think we've done anything of this intensity. I don't think we've done 4, 3, 2, 1 just yet. And I think they're a little bit longer. We're pushing the rating a little bit, but again, I think we're tired. Right? Ashton, we were talking about the amount of force we were putting into this piece. I was talking 89, 82, so right around 80, right? 80 to 90. We did our 6-minute pieces last week, and every one of those you put out just about 90 or higher on the force. So I know that we're capable. I just think it's adding up a little bit more than we expect. Nice and tall, Laura. Get all the way up to that catch. You've got a good body angle. You've got the hips back, body over. You've got the shoulders in front of the ears. That's beautiful. That's what we're looking for. We're just trying to squish that spring a little bit closer, a little bit more as we get into the catch. Ash and Amanda, we're sort of doing the opposite. I'd like to see you stretch the spring out between the hips and the handle. Reaching, solid body angle. And Ashkin, it's okay if your watts are a little bit low. I'd rather you hit it low and hang on to the finish than hoping for the best, all right? Keep the watts down a little bit, just focusing on length. You and Amanda run that catch to finish together. Stay plugged into the legs. Don't rely on the leaning of the body too soon. Don't open the body too soon. Keep the legs plugged in. There you go, Amanda, 148. Good length, good length. Over the next minute here, let's all focus on just sitting up. Lift that chin up nice and tall, nice and tall. Lift the head high. Show me your neck. Show me you have a neck. Shoulders are hanging down, hanging from the bones. Kind of like I put 20-pound weights on your elbows, hanging low, low, low. And the heads are high. Posture up, loose and long through the arms. Breathing to control the heart rate. Take advantage of the 16 strokes a minute. Nice work. It's all about just getting connected first. Get connected first through the feet. Get connected by driving down through those heels. Once we're connected, then we go to work. It's not about being aggressive on the catch. It's about getting a hold of it. Nice work. We're coming into our shift, coming into the last time shifting out of a 16 this morning. Focus on the quality, focusing on the quality of the strokes here. We are still right on target, rowers. Good work as we move it up. Here we go, 4 minutes down, 6 to go. Let's run that 18 now. Shifting to the 18. Making sure that the watts are coming up with that rating, right? We build through the drive as well as that recovery. Small change here, 16 to 18. Still focused on the breathing. Lungs and legs here, lungs and legs. Let those legs work through that drive, relaxing on the way in, breathing on the way up to that catch. Stay tall, keep the lungs off the legs, keep the chest up. Chest up, nice and long. Length through the arms, posture through the body. Tall through the torso. Breathing. Amanda, that heart rate's creeping a little bit earlier than last time. Ashton, good work keeping it down a little bit, We're at that 5-minute mark. We're halfway. Nice work here, relaxing before we're recovering, relaxing the shoulders and arms. Hands high in and out of that catch, no lift through the drive. Nice work here, nice work. Coming into another minute down, we're looking at 4 minutes now. Toughest 4 minutes here, last 4. Excuse me. There's that minute down, Nice work, still pushing one stroke at a time, Get the handle out in front, get that head and shoulders forward. Everything's building for the finish now. Here's a reminder that your legs are still alive. And I want to see a big emphasis on the leg drive and press as we shift up into the next rating. We're rowing into the next rating shift. We're rowing into the last 3 minutes. Now we're going to begin to see those heart rates climb. We're going to begin to see the heart rates climb up. Let's make sure we don't see those watts dwindle. Here we go, 20 rowers, 20 strokes a minute. We're on 2. Last 3 minutes of the morning. Stay committed. We got off the starting line strong. Let's get back across that finish even stronger. Stay committed here. Chin up at that finish, chin up at the finish. Good work, Amanda. Here's that reminder, getting that ring up through the erg at the catch. Right, hips back, body, angle. 90 seconds. All on target with the Watson SPI. Keep them there, keep them plugged in. Finding that rating there, Laura. Back end, keep the hands moving a little bit around the back end. There we go. Another minute down, 2 on. Here we go. 20 strokes now. Keeping the arms out of it, elbows slightly bent. Stay tall. Mouths are open. We're breathing. Eyes up. Don't shrink on me now. Don't let gravity take over. Sit up, chest up, stay tall. Good. 10 strokes into our final minute. Final build. We'll see those heart rates moving now. Let's stay committed. We've got this. Final minute ahead. Final minute to the line. The line is in sight. I can see it. I can see it, but I need you to get there. We need you to get there longer, longer. Let's lengthen out for this final minute. Last minute, all about staying loose and long, last 22 strokes. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Push the intensity. We know it's going to get tough. We know it's going to get tough. Let's commit. Let's commit. We're there. We're there. Discipline on the rate. Discipline on the rate. We're in the same boat. Don't rush. Don't rush. Stroke for stroke, 22. 14, 15 strokes remaining. Last 40 seconds. Stay committed. We're not floating across the finish line. Stay committed. There's a long stroke there, Ashton, over that 1.5. Here we go, Amanda, Laura, lengthen in 30 seconds. $15 seconds. Finish it. Finish it. Here we go. Last couple of strokes all the way across that finish line. All the way. Breathe. Can you do max heart rate again, Ashton? It says 102%. So if that's accurate, let's keep moving. Keep moving, though. Keep moving unless you have to bounce. I understand that. It is 7:32 a.m., just so we know, okay? Just so everybody's aware. If you have a minute or two, just paddle. That's all I'm going to ask. All we're going to ask. Great job. Those 10-minute pieces are brutal. First time we've done those 10-minute pieces since in fall camp. So they will get a little easier. All right, let's take a look, see here. So the force was lower, Ashkim, but we knew that, right? We wanted the watts to be down, but we went 71, 75, 77. So what that tells me. And then you went high on the last one, 106, but it was the last minute. As the rating comes up, you added intensity, which is okay. But we have to make sure that that's not a habit, because just because the rating goes up, if we're pushing the rating up and you're going harder, you're going to hit that wall a lot sooner. So that's why practicing and managing the output over this distance is key. Nice job, though, everybody. Well committed on that. Look, let's just accept that today was a short day on the rowing stroke side of things. That's okay. They're not all going to be great. All three of you tend to show strokes longer than today on a regular basis. So that's why I'll take one day, we'll take the drive length as a wash today. First time we did any of those 10-minute pieces, 4, 3, 2, 1. This was more of, somewhat like a little bit of an AT bit of work today, because the intensity comes. You're not just running the 6-minute pieces at a 16 like you did before, right? I compared this last week was week 1 live 2. We did the 6-minute steady states. And again, every one of those, Ashton, you pushed the force out higher than you did today. So I know we're capable. Maybe we're just tired. Maybe we're affected by something. Who knows? There are just a number of variables that affect it. So I'm not going to be too concerned on that today.
Yeah, my rowing volume is way up from where it usually is. So, I'm just not in that great a shape for rowing.
Welcome back, right? Week 2.
Right. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
There's a reason why we're doing some power work early on, because this volume stuff would be a lot early. So we'll progress from here. We'll just take it one day at a time.
Yeah, it's all good. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Ashton and Amanda. Thanks, y'all. Have a good day.
Amanda, nice to see you all. We will sign off here. Yeah, just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. Ashton and Amanda, we're doing all the right stuff.
Thanks so much.
I'm going to sign off, but Amanda is gonna do another 2,000 meters probably.
Come on.
Whatever he does.
Have a good one, you guys.
Lighten it up a little. Just cool it down. Yeah, have a great day, guys. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, thanks. Bye. Bye. Bye.